Savvy. I'm Superintendent Bill Furbush, and we are here with another Out of the Blues news for you. Today we're going to learn about a unified champion school. What does it mean to be a unified champion school? And what are the qualifications to become a unified champion school? I have with me Ben Burgoyne, our athletic director, Abby, Miss Gott, and Andre. And we're going to be talking today about this. So I'm going to start off with you, Miss Gott.
Sure.
What does it mean to be a unified champion school? That's a new term for a lot of people.
Yes, so we are lucky enough to be both unified champion schools at our high school level and our middle school level because Special Olympics recognizes them separately developmentally. So what it means to be a champion school is that we embody the three components of a champion school through the Special Olympics lens, which is unified sports, unified leadership opportunities, and whole school engagement.
Wow, okay, so why don't we start off with the sports, because that's what I think most people know about, and then we'll ask questions about unified leadership and engagement. So Ben and Andre, tell me, what does it mean? What do we have for unified sports, and what's it like?
We have basketball, soccer, and volleyball, and it's really nice to be on a team where everyone works together.
Can you elaborate a little bit more, Andre? What does it mean to be on a team? I think people need to understand what's the components and makeup of that team, and who do we actually compete against? Give some more details.
You compete against like other schools. You both work together as a team, communication, teamwork, and it's really fun to be a part of something where it doesn't matter if you're good or not good at the sport, you're allowed to be on the team.
And have you competed on all three of those sports?
Yes, I was a team manager for the volleyball team, but I competed in both soccer and basketball.
Nice job.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I'm most proud of about our unified sports is we are a small school, and if you come to our unified games or you even just take a look at the schedule of teams that we play, you're seeing a lot of schools. We play Dover and Pinkerton and all these, Winnicott we play this week for basketball, right? So it's a program that I think a lot of times small schools have a hard time putting together because of participation numbers. So for a building our size to have enough athletes and partners who are interested in the unified program and making those teams a reality, it's not something that's common, and I think that's why we stand out in that regard. And if you've ever been to our unified games, which we encourage our community to come out and our people in our building to come out, the support we get from our staff and people in the community and other students in the stands and those who participate as athletes and partners, it's a fantastic experience.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to go to several of the games, and it is exciting, and I do welcome you to come. But that's only one component that we're probably most familiar with when it comes to being a unified champion school.
Yes.
You mentioned one of the other pillars is unified leadership. Tell me about that.
So we have a unified club, which meets during the day, where we have the same makeup of partners and athletes working together in an environment where they do different activities. Our popcorn queen here can talk a little bit about that in a minute. But in that group, we have students who take control of running events, running activities. We've also taken a group to the Youth Leadership Summit up at Waterville Valley for Special Olympics, and that's given our students an opportunity to create more programming for our unified club and other things that get kids excited to work together and be together. You want to talk about popcorn?
Yeah.
Tell us, Abby. Tell us about popcorn and how did you get that title?
Well, I started freshman year, and then I just got the hang of making popcorn, and then we invited more kids to help us make popcorn, and sometimes I teach them how to make popcorn a lot. So it's pretty easy. When you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. It's a lot of work, but it's...
Who do we make popcorn for?
We make popcorn for staffs, teachers, and students.
And I've purchased that one lovely popcorn too. Where does the money go? Why are we purchasing that popcorn?
We purchase, sometimes we get new things like snow cone machine and a new popcorn machine.
Nice.
So sometimes we upgrade things.
We've gotten uniforms, and we've gone on field trips with that money with our unified group. We've bought brand new basketball and volleyball uniforms last year with that money.
What a great way to give to the community as a whole, and thank you for doing that. Tell me a little bit more about the Youth Leadership Summit. Well, tell me what type of things did you do and what did that day entail? What was it like?
We did a lot of fun things. We did trying to think. Well, we connected with so many people, and we played bingo and a lot of things. But we were a little shy, but we kind of got there a little bit.
Fair. I'm sure it could be
Yeah.
overwhelming.
So I'll help you all add on to
Yeah.
that. So I brought a small group and we met with other teams throughout New Hampshire. So Laconia, Dover, Winnisquam, a bunch of other teams that have unified leadership groups. And we talked about the components of being a champion school and things that we could do to better our school through whole engagement and leadership and the sports and what we want to see with the sports, because we pretty much do the same 3 sports every season in every school, and they're trying to get ideas of how to do more. And we talked about maybe bowling in the fall. That could be fun.
Momentum has been building for bowling actually in the spring. That was a topic that came up at the last NHIA meeting, so that could be around the corner.
Nice. And Andre, did you participate in the Unified Leadership Program?
I didn't.
You did not. Okay,
No.
that's great. Well, what an opportunity it was, though, to meet students from other schools, staff from other schools, and just exchange ideas and say, how do we make this better? Nice.
That was awesome.
Ms. Scott, what is the third and final pillar of being a unified champion school?
It is whole school engagement.
Can you explain that?
Yep, it's the opportunity for awareness and just inclusivity throughout the whole school, the district. So one thing that we've been doing for a few years, and it's our big thing, but we're hoping to do a few more other things, is the penguin plunge, which we do in February, the first weekend in February. Usually falls around Super Bowl weekend. It's the Saturday, it's the high school plunge. So we have a team this year. Miss Rooney's doing it with me, and we have a pretty decent-sized team, and we're excited to jump back in Hampton Ocean.
And if anyone wants to donate or be part of that, they can get a hold of you.
Get a hold of me, Miss Rooney, any of the students that are involved. Abby's going to be one of our plungers this year, and we'd love to have people join our team or donate to our wonderful cause.
Abby, have you done this before?
Yeah.
Have you done the plunge before?
Not really. I didn't do it. Didn't go in last year, but this year I felt like I should go in.
Nice. And how big is the team this year?
The team is about 10 people this year,
Nice.
which last year was about 7, but it wasn't quite the same thing because of COVID and all the restrictions, so it was more like DIY. So we just did it in the parking lot with the fire trucks and the hoses and stuff.
But this year you're going back to
We're going back to
Beach.
Hampton.
Yeah.
We're going to jump in.
Will there be other people from other schools doing it as well?
It is huge. The Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom is full, to the brim, people upon people, and they have food and entertainment and things like that. To plug in for us, if we really want to donate to the Penguin Plunge for Epping, we usually compete against Raymond. They have a big plunge team, and they make a lot of money, so that's a good rivalry right there that we can, work on.
Just for, how much do we typically raise in a year? In years past?
Just the plunge?
Just the
or
plunge, yeah.
Just the plunge. We tend to raise about $3,000 with the plunge. 30% comes back to Epping schools. The rest goes to Special Olympics. So we're hoping to beat that this year and maybe extend it a little bit more too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to add about being a unified champion school that I didn't know to ask? Is there anything else, any other stories, what it feels like, or anything else that you'd like to communicate with the people of Epping?
Well, just being on a team really is just amazing to work with people that you probably don't really talk with during your school. So once I joined the unified team, I really made connections with other people and new friendships and stuff.
What motivated you to join in the first place, Andre?
What motivated me was I was talking with a few teachers, and they suggested the idea to me since I enjoyed sports and like working with people.
Nice. And it's a whole new aspect of sports.
Yeah.
The competitiveness, it's still competitive, but it's not the same, is it, right?
Yeah. It's not too competitive, but it's just competitive enough where it's fun.
Yeah.
A lot of skill building there.
Nice.
I think the only other thing that I think is important to mention is that we also do, through the Unified Club, Awareness Month, which is April usually for us. So in April, we try to do some fun things to revolve around like inclusion and awareness and making sure people know like what we do and that we just have fun.
Abby, you have anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, we're kind of just like a big family, so
That's a great way of looking at it.
yeah.
Mr. Burgoyne?
I mean, I just want to add that that's kind of what it's all about, you know. You use the term family, and Andre talked about his experience and how it kind of helped make some new friendships, and that's really, you know, what it's about. And I'm just proud of everybody in this building that got us to that point. I mean, Ms. Scott's been, you know, very pivotal in that, but the Unified Champion School status, it's not something that's very common, and it took a lot of working up to, and it's been, what, 5 years now since we've been named, and so definitely something to be proud of, and to our other staff members in the building who have coached and participated and support the program. There's a lot of hands in it that got us to that point, so
Nice.
they deserve the credit.
Well,
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of the work you've done and making these opportunities for our students and awareness, and the connections you're making are skills that are really good to learn in life. And so I'm really proud of the work we've done, especially as you mentioned, as a smaller school, it's harder. It's harder to do, and we are competing against much larger schools, but we're doing excellent work. And I want to thank you for sitting with me today and sharing that message so others can learn about what we're doing and the great things that are happening here. So thank you all for your participation and making Epping schools so great. So thank you everyone. Until next time, the next episode of Out of the Blue News.